achieve with Cancer Bats 3?
Rock radio success.
Fingers crossed. We've been so close. We've actually had a lot of people I think talking about that and kicking around that idea, you're at
Third
this
time's a
point with
charm.
your band, and if you put a little bit of singing in there, put in the hook, you never know. Or kind of started jamming and stuff like that. We're just no, I think this is gonna end up sounding like just a more gnarly Cancer Bats record. Sorry guys, sorry rock radio.
Sorry, rock radio, not this one.
Sorry, 3 Days Grace. I
I don't know, maybe there's rock radio jam on there somewhere that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's the thing that's true. We definitely didn't think that about the last record. Hail Destroyer we thought was going to be too heavy.
Yeah?
Yeah, and kids were going to be bummed. And then it wasn't. Kids weren't bummed. So, the same being true, I feel like we definitely made a gnarly album.
Yeah.
And now, fingers crossed again, kids don't hate it. But I think it'll be cool. I think we're more confident this time around too. As men, instead of boys.
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time.
Yeah?
Way more time on this record.
Yeah, we've got all the songs done and we've just been spending a lot of time just reworking them, figuring out all the tempos and stuff like that, and really
Yeah, like a fine-tooth comb. Really getting in there, you know? What are you doing, Liam? Stuff like that. Where I think you need to. And it's crazy. Actually, you know what's crazy? Is kind of thinking about all the work that we're doing this time in hindsight to how, fucked up all the other records must have been. You know what I mean? We're doing it right this time.
Okay.
Third time's a charm type of thing. Holy shit, we finally got all this stuff figured out. Maybe let's finish all the songs before we go into the studio. But I guess, it's always, time and stuff like that, and you don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, best case scenario, which we're currently in. But it's just funny to think about it, I'm, telling people, oh, I've got all my lyrics, all the songs are done, and I've written all my lyrics before we go into the studio, and everyone looks at me isn't that the
way you're
job? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Yeah. And I'm yeah, totally. I don't know what you're talking about, and then I leave, and I'm fuck. Maybe we're just really Bush, or me.
You know,
Mike's drum part's
lots of
really
bands, I think, go in, especially if you don't have, a year to write a record, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bigger bands can be oh, yeah, I'm going to take, a year off and just go write a record and hang out and,
Yeah, do that every day.
But it's and spend the time and be oh, you know what, maybe these 2 weeks we're going to go on vacation. I don't know, for Green Day.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but it's we, rely on touring to just keep going and stuff like that. So it's we're gonna do make a record in 4 months, or whatever, 5 months. So it's we've got to be on
Yeah.
it. We've only got a little bit of time in the studio. We can't waste it being these lyrics are awful.
Let's rewrite this. Well, I think that's the big thing is that this time around. I think the last record we started, we probably took 4 months to do it, but we went on tour every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? And then toured for a month and then came home and literally came home from a month-long tour in Europe and loaded straight into the studio and started recording. Whereas this one we found, we kind of went and played shows because we wanted to just
Mm-hmm.
get out of it, but we'll have essentially taken 5 months solidly to just work on this record and make this our whole lives. And as a result, I think it's really good. We haven't had distractions and stuff like that, so it's been good.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
stoked.
Me too, man. I'm looking forward to it. Now back to that video blog. You guys are going to keep the fans updated how you're doing in the studio?
Yeah, we want to keep vlogging. I like it. I like it so far.
We've become avid vloggers.
Yeah. We have a new one that just went up this week. We have another one that's going to be coming up next week. I think we're going to just keep trying pumping them out
Yeah, and
every week until the whole thing's done.
And soon, I'm not sure when, but we're going to be hosting the vlog.
Oh,
Oh, you're going to put our vlog up on...
Yeah, we've already been talking about it. After that day I just saw you downtown.
Yeah, randomly, outside of Dark Horse Coffee. I was just hanging out. That's where this all came full circle.
Exactly.
You were just begging for change or smoking smokes or something.
we made our pact where you would drink coffee.
You're huffing glue. Hey man, you want to do an interview on my internet TV site? And I was like,
the moving pictures.
yes, I would love that.
I'm on the phone.
Hey, I'll have my people call your people. And I was like, if this comes through, that man is a genius. Here he is.
Pull it together.
Pulled it together.
Parties when he needs to party and does interviews when he needs to do it.
Okay, in my defense, I had just lost my job.
He was wearing a suit with like a piece of twine as a belt.
No shoes.
I need this, man. I just got the can from the real world. All right, man. Sure. I'll come and do the interview.
Settle down.
So if people don't watch this, Spence will be back on glue. Tell your friends. Maybe forward this to a couple people. We'd like.
You don't want to
too.
see me on glue.
Nobody wants to see him on glue. It looks like this.
I'll go back to wearing suits.
In a Subway bag. You know what? Substance abuse is no joke.
That's what happens when you're straight edge, I guess.
Oh no, I don't care. You can abuse substances if you want.
How many though?
Oh, any.
Only one at a time.
If you're gonna abuse them, don't be greedy. Just pick one. Okay. Otherwise, people won't know what to intervene.
Yeah, or interview.
Because if you're a shopaholic and a crackhead, both of your addictions will probably butt heads with each other.
Eventually.
I don't know whether to shop or smoke. This is so confusing.
Why is everybody watching me?
Yeah, crackheads aren't allowed in the mall. You love the mall. It'd be bad. So yeah, just focus, you know? Take a little bit of focus with your life.
It's good news for everybody out there who's not a crackhead. They know before they get into it.
Or a shop, yeah. Who are dabbling in it?
I was thinking about smoking some crack and
I
going
think
to the mall.
But since Liam Cancerbat said no, I mean...
There's a kid at home who's like picking up a glass pipe, like watching the internet. Oh, for real? Thanks, man. Picks up music. Get addicted to music,
Picks
kids.
up a bass.
Apparally, yeah, and then now he's going to be...
After the
your
interview,
list,
that's
yeah.
where I was going with that.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that. He's trying to plug it into the dryer. Mom, we need a new bass amp.
How does Getty do it?
He's a genius. He is a genius. That's how you play keyboard and bass.
At the same
Another
time.
question? Let's focus this
we're
interview
gonna
somewhere. Let's wrap this guy
Let's
up.
focus this guy.
Okay.
Give me something to go on, man.
I don't have crack. I told you, Liam.
No, nailed to the X.
Okay.
I mean, I'm addicted to content.
Okay. I have no idea what that means, but
Interviews.
we'll go with it.
Substance. We want
Substance.
So viewers want substance.
Hit me with something hard, man. Give me something real.
Can you give us any teasers? Okay, do you guys have do you have song names yet, or album
I was
title?
like, yeah, what kind of teaser do you want?
We have excellent
some-
song names like we have a song called
They're
Black
excellent.
Metal Bicycle.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of working titles right now. Like Black Metal
Dog.
Bicycle, Ripper Dog, Jay's Biker Barbecue. It's one of those things where you just give something a name.
So you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so we have like a reference for everyone. Not like Song 6.
Or confusing titles like Death's March.
That's the thing.
A working title.
A lot of times our working
Originally
titles.
a working title.
Yeah, same with like Harem of Scorpions. Harem of Scorpions was just like a working title.
Really?
That I thought
Same
was-
with Lucifer's Rocking Chair.
Yeah, Lucifer's Rocking Chair was just a working title. A lot of times our working titles just stay. French Immersion was just a working title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butterscotch was not. That one's on purpose.